Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is the weekend. It's the 21st of September, and it's quite a poignant date for me. On this day, 36 years ago, my father died. He he suffered really bad with mental health and took his own life. And it was a real bitter pill to swallow for me, especially because he was my hero. I'm in Asda car park at the moment, waiting for the shop to open, and I'm pouring my heart out, and somebody's alarm goes off. This is brilliant. But it wasn't staged. It's obviously somebody's forgot to lock the car. But yeah, as I was saying, I lost my father 36 years ago today. I went down, and in fact it was this day 36 years ago that I actually went down to the hospital to identify the body, which was probably the most horrific things I've ever done in my life. And it was only due to the fact that I had my auntie with me that made it easier, because I had the support there. She didn't have to do it. She was just there at the house at the time when the police came and gave the horrific information about my father. Now, mental health back in those days, I was in 1988 when he took his own life, but he'd also gone through treatment for mental health. He was instituted for, I think it was about 6 months, where he was given treatment, tablets, care, as best they could at that time, because obviously mental health in those days wasn't really as serious as what it is now, or it wasn't really scratched, the surface wasn't really scratched upon. I don't think there was much information about mental health at that time, whereas now it's totally different. There's a lot more support, there's a lot more advice you can get, there's a lot more groups you can speak to. There's a lot more. The NHS can offer a lot more for mental health, and obviously it's a massive thing at the moment. And like I said before in previous videos, it's not just the aged that it's affected, it's also the younger kids as well, the younger people, the younger generation that it's affecting. And it can have a massive detrimental effect on anybody that's suffering with mental health whatsoever. Now, when my father went through this, how can I say it, mental problem, this breakdown that he was going through, it was difficult for all of us to try and understand or comprehend what was exactly going off with him. He'd been in trouble with the police because of a situation that happened with a family issue, and due to pressures made upon him by the police, caused him to have a mental breakdown. So I'm not sending any blame, even though that it was wrong what they did in pressuring him for information that he wouldn't give. But ultimately, he was a man on his own course. He could have controlled it, but he didn't realise what was going off. And like a lot of other people, still don't realise what's going off with their mind. It was one of the most horrific stages of my life. I was only coming up to 20 years old. And the year after, in '89, I joined the army due to my father as well, because he always told me throughout my younger years and growing up that whatever I wanted to do in life, don't let anything stop you. And I didn't. I'd always wanted to join the army, so I joined in his memory. But it is today a very sad day for me, and I'm playing golf as well today. But it still hits home. If you've lost a family member due to any kind of tragedy, not relating to any kind of mental health, it could be another illness, it could have been an accident or something like that, but any family member that you've lost, it hits home. It really hits you every single year, every single day. I think about my father, and yeah, I just wanted to get that point across, that you know, mental health awareness is coming up in, I think it's next month in October. So please, if you know anybody that's suffering with any kind of mental health whatsoever, then give them all the love and support and advice that they need. That's all I ask. So just a quick one, guys. Like I say, I'm off playing golf today, so I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully my big man upstairs is looking down on me and he can guide me in the right direction into a good round. We'll wait and see. But thanks for listening, guys. And like I say, always say, look after yourself, drive safe, watch out for those lunatics, because they are everywhere. Stay safe.